Happy Friday, everyone. Well, I can't believe it's here already, but it's Memorial Day weekend, and unfortunately, it looks like 3 days in a row in Nebraska, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, we have a chance of severe storms in the state. So we'll get to that in just a second, but let's start with the quietest weather, which is going to be today, and particularly 8 a.m. this morning, not a drop of rain to be found in the state. Now, the earliest we might see some rain return to the state is going to be about 3 o'clock this afternoon in the far western part of the state. As early as 3 o'clock, we might start to see a shower pop up around Scotts Bluff, but everyone else going to be dry. Let's talk about temperatures this afternoon. So maybe only the upper 70s in the far eastern part of the state, including Omaha. I think most are going to be in the 80s, but notice how it gets warmer and warmer as you go to the west, and we're talking about low 90s over in the Panhandle. Now, not much wind either in the far eastern part of the state. If you're in central or western Nebraska, though, it is looking breezy, gusts 20, 25 miles per hour. So the activity is going to try and push east. We're talking isolated showers and maybe some weak storms for this evening, but during the early evening hours, mainly over in the Panhandle. Later tonight, 11 o'clock, starting to see those isolated showers push into North Platte, Broken Bow, O'Neill, but still dry. Kearney, Grand Island, Columbus, Lincoln, Omaha. It's not going to be until very late tonight that these lingering stray showers may work over the area, but the chance is small. By 9 a.m., those stray showers clear the state, so everybody completely dry again. But let's talk about the rain chance coming back Saturday afternoon. Once again, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon in the Panhandle, we'll see some isolated showers popping up, but most are going to be dry. Now, the wind's stronger for everyone tomorrow and uniform across the state. We're talking gusts 30, 35 miles per hour no matter where you are. Temperatures are actually looking a little bit cooler in the Panhandle, but warmer for everywhere else. We're talking about easily temperatures climbing into the mid to upper 80s. And I bet we're going to see some low to maybe even mid 90s in the central part of the state. And because it's going to be so warm, the humidity starting to go up as well. We have to bring back a chance of storms, and yes, a small chance of severe storms as well for late Saturday afternoon and into Saturday evening. Here we are at 5 o'clock, and there is a chance of storms, North Platte, Mullen, and yes, it's possible we could see some damaging wind and hail with these storms. This activity is going to try and push to the east, so I've got to mention a chance for storms, and yes, small chance of severe storms for Kearney, Broken Bow, O'Neill. That's 8 o'clock, but look at 11 o'clock Saturday evening. The activity fizzling out, so it doesn't look like a severe threat for Grand Island, Columbus, Lincoln, Omaha. In fact, Lincoln, Omaha, you're probably going to end up staying dry. Even a chance of storms, but that's going to be changing. Let's jump ahead now to Sunday morning. Once again, starting out very quiet in the early morning hours. But look what happens Sunday afternoon. The activity really filling in across the western half of the state. This is going to be scattered showers and weak storms during the early to mid-afternoon hours. Got to talk about some significant variation in the winds for Sunday afternoon. So just breezy over in the Panhandle. This is a cold front that's going to be pushing in. Windy in the central part of the state. And I got to say, looking very windy for the far eastern part of, say, Omaha, Lincoln. Again, those gusts around 40 miles per hour again, where it's kind of unpleasant to be outside when the winds get that strong. Also starting to see some significant temperature differences. So we're easily talking about upper 80s in the eastern part of the state, but only topping out in the 70s over in the Panhandle. And the severe threat, here we go again. I think the best chance probably during the early evening hours, though I'll mention starting the central part of the state in the late afternoon, but activity may peak about 10 o'clock in the evening or so. And it looks like the best chance of severe storms Sunday evening, Grand Island, Columbus, Norfolk, up to Sioux City. Outside chance for Lincoln and Omaha, but look what happens here. This is 10 o'clock, and you jump ahead to 3 a.m., and look how the activity really struggling to push to the east, kind of just hanging out around Grand Island and Columbus. So that's where the greatest severe threat is, but there is certainly a chance of showers and storms for Lincoln and Omaha, but the chance of severe weather is smaller compared to places farther to the west. So now we're on Memorial Day. So this is Monday morning, 9 a.m. We're talking about scattered showers and a couple of weak storms, no severe storms during the morning hours on Monday. And boy, what a temperature difference we're going to see Monday afternoon. I mean, check this out. Upper 80s for sure in the far eastern part of the state. I'm not ruling out low 90s because that cold front will not be in Lincoln and Omaha yet. Meanwhile, over in the Panhandle, we're talking about high temperatures, mid to upper 60s. And in between, we've got 70s, 80s, a little bit of everything for Memorial Day. There's not going to be much wind in the Panhandle because you're going to be on the cool side of that cold front. Breezy in the central part of the state, not as windy as Sunday in the eastern part of the state, but still looking like a windy day. And I do have to bring back the chance of storms starting the late afternoon. Once again, it's looking like the evening is going to be the stormiest, though. And I do think it is Monday evening that is the best chance of storms for Lincoln and Omaha, and the best chance of severe storms. We're talking about a chance for damaging wind, hail, and yes, unfortunately, a possibility of tornadoes as well. Of course, this is pretty far out. Things could still change, so look for an update on Memorial Day.